Each of your task lists within a particular project in Teamwork Projects contains an options dropdown. These task list options allow you to edit, copy, or delete your task list. You can generate reports on that particular task list. You can even edit or add tasks in bulk. These options, along with some more which we'll cover in this tutorial, allow you to get the most out of your Teamwork Projects experience. So here we are in the Tasks tab of our particular project, and if we want to view our task list options dropdown, we just need to hover over that particular task list, and then over here select the options dropdown. And here we're met with several options, so you can see that we can edit our task list. In the edit task list window here, we can change our task list name. Below this we can add any notes if we want to. We can update the privacy of our task list. So currently this is set to everybody in the project. However, we can restrict access to this task list to just specific users if we want to. We can also change which milestones are associated with this task list. So we can select our milestone from the drop-down here. We can detach our milestone completely by selecting the X icon here. So for now, I'll just leave it as the editing milestone. Or of course, if we want to create a brand new milestone, we can easily do that here. We also have some advanced editing options here. So we can choose to pin this task list so that it never gets closed. So once we've completed all of our tasks within the task list itself will remain open. In the defaults tab, we can update our task defaults. So whatever defaults we set here, any new tasks created within this task list will inherit these traits. So if we want to edit our defaults, we just select the edit option here. So we can set defaults for who the tasks are assigned to. We can set defaults for our start date and due date. We can add a default description for our tasks. We can set default privacy, default priority. We can set defaults for our progress and time. We can add default followers, default tags, and default board columns. Then we can just save our changes, and again save our changes for the task list itself. Looking back at our options dropdown for our editing task list, and you can see that we can also move or copy this task list. So in the first dropdown here, we can choose whether or not we want to move the task list or copy the task list. And below this, we can select our destination project. So I'll just cancel this for now, and let's return back to our options dropdown. So if we want to delete our task list, we can easily do that here. We can also sort our tasks. So you can see that we can sort by start date, due date, date created, who's responsible for the task, priority, or task name. Within our options dropdown for our task list, we can also generate reports for that task list. So we can get a task list report or a time report. And if you want to learn more about generating reports for task lists in Teamwork Projects, then just check out our reporting options in Teamwork Projects video. If we select the advanced option here, you can see that we have several more options for our task list. So up here you can see that we can bulk edit our tasks. And in the bulk edit tasks window, we can bulk edit who is assigned the tasks. We can bulk edit our start date and due date, the progress completed, the estimated time, the priority, the followers. We can alter who created these tasks. We can update the privacy of these tasks. We can modify our tags and our columns. So let's say that I want to update the due date and the progress. So I'm just going to alter the due date here. So in this dropdown, we can change our due date. We can choose to remove all due dates. We can select a specific date, push due dates forward. We can choose today, tomorrow, 2 days time, etc. So I'll choose to remove all due dates here, and then we just need to select done. Now I'll update the progress, and I'll say that all of these tasks are 50% done. So down here you can see that we're currently choosing to update all tasks assigned to any person, and we're including subtasks. However, if we select any of the highlighted text here, so we can change this from all tasks to tasks due anytime, tasks with no start date, late tasks, upcoming tasks, tasks due today, started tasks, and tasks starting today. So I'll leave that as all tasks for now. We can also update the person assigned the tasks. So currently this is any person. However, we can easily select a specific user here. So I'm just going to change this to Adrian. And we can also choose whether or not we want to include subtasks. So let's say that I don't want to include subtasks. So I'll just make sure that this is not checked. So now we're choosing to update all tasks assigned to Adrian Kerr, and we're skipping our subtasks. Now all we need to do is update tasks, and you can see that our tasks have been updated just for this task list. Looking back to our options dropdown again here, where we can quickly add tasks. So in the quickly add tasks window here, we can easily add multiple tasks by just putting one task per line in this text box. If we hover over our hints and tips here to the right, you can see that we can also assign a date by putting that date in square brackets. We can also assign the task to a particular person by using a mention, so at that user. We can also set the priority of the task by adding exclamation marks, so 1 for low priority, 2 for medium, and 3 for high. So let's just add some tasks here. So now you can see that we're adding 2 tasks here. And below here we can also assign these tasks to a particular user. We can add a start date and we can add a due date. And we can quickly update the privacy of these tasks. So now I'm just going to add these 2 tasks. And now our tasks have been added. Looking back to our options drop down again, you can see that we can also choose to post tasks via email. So if you want to learn more about posting tasks via email, then check out our Teamwork Projects tutorial on that. Again, we can also choose to pin our task list here, and we can also work with templates. So we can choose to manage our task templates, we can choose to add tasks into this task list from one of our templates, and we can also choose to save this particular task list as a template itself. So I'll just add this as a template. So we can update the name of our template here if we want to. We can add a description for this template. And if we select the options tab here, we can choose to make this template private to just your company. And we can choose whether or not we want to include subtasks. And then all we need to do is just save our template, and our template has been added. And there we have it. That's how easy it is to use your task list options in Teamwork Projects.